Hi, everybody. I'm Junichi Kubo. I've worked with Trust as the trustee, settlor, and beneficiary. Today, I'd like to talk about the corporate pension trust with a brief explanation about the pension system in Japan. What is a pension? Roughly speaking, like this. While we can work at full force, we earn a good living. But after we retire, our earning will become smaller. The pension is to supplement it. Pensions in Japan are categorized into the following two categories. The first category is the public pensions, which are managed and supported by the Japanese government. The national pension and the employee pension insurance are in this category. The second category is the private pensions. Which include pension plans sponsored by corporations for their employees and pensions prepared by individuals for themselves. Today, I'm going to talk about the corporate pensions. There are three subcategories of corporate pensions. The defined benefit corporate pension plan is basically the corporation guarantees pension payments. The defined contribution corporate pension plan is the corporation guarantees pension contributions but not pension payments. The employee's pension fund is as follows. Since any new employee's pension fund is no longer established, I will not touch upon it today. The basic scheme of the defined benefit corporate pension plan is as follows. First, the corporation promises its employees to pay them pensions in amounts calculated by an agreed formula for an agreed period after they reach a certain age. Then the corporation starts making pension contributions to reserve assets for future pension payments. Assets so reserved are called plan assets. The plan assets are invested in stock, bonds, real estate, and others so as to increase the value to a level sufficient to pay pensions in the future. The amounts of pension contributions made by the corporation are determined on the assumption that such investments would increase the value of the plan assets. When the employees or ex-employees reach a certain age, the corporation starts paying them pensions according to the promise. Then, what would happen if the plan asset investments haven't gone well and the value is not sufficient to pay pensions? In such a case, the corporation will contribute extra money to make pensions paid as promised. Key points of the defined benefit corporate pension plan are as follows. The corporation contributes all money. The plan assets are kept outside of the corporation so as to avoid negative effects if the corporation goes bankrupt. The corporation or the corporate pension fund manages investments. The corporation takes investment risk. As you see, under the defined benefit corporate pension plan, the corporation has the obligation to pay its employees pensions as promised, regardless of the investment performance of the plan assets. There are the following two types of defined benefit corporate pension plans. The contract type is the fund type is corporations with 300 or more employees can choose the fund type, which is considered to be more independent from the sponsor corporation than the contract type. Administration and investment of the plan assets are to be made in one of the following ways. Among them, pension plans, the plan assets of which are administered and investment under a designated money trust contract in one, are called corporate pension trust. The scheme of the contract type defined benefit corporate pension plan is as follows. The corporation makes a plan contract with its employees, under which the corporation promises to pay pension to the employees. Then, the corporation makes a designated money trust contract with a trust bank or company, or a life insurance contract with a life insurance company, or a life mutual aid contract with the Federation of Agricultural Cooperatives to receive services for administration and investments of the plan assets and pension payments. On the corporation deposits pension contributions with a trust bank or company, life insurance company, or Federation of Agricultural Cooperatives. Which invest the plan assets in order to increase the value. When the employees reach a certain age, the trust bank or company, life insurance company, or Federation of Agricultural Cooperatives starts paying pensions from the plan assets. The scheme of the fund type defined benefit corporate pension plan is as follows. The corporation makes a plan contract with its employees, under which the corporation promises to establish a pension fund to pay pensions to the employees. Then, the corporation establishes a corporate pension fund according to the plan contract. Then, the corporate pension fund makes a designated money trust contract with a trust bank or company, or a life insurance contract with a life insurance company, or a life mutual aid contract with a federation of agricultural cooperatives to receive services for administration and investment of the plan assets and pension payments. And the corporate pension fund deposits pension contributions, which it received from the corporation, with a trust bank or company, life insurance company, or federation of agricultural cooperatives. Which invests the plan assets in order to increase value. When the employees reach a certain age, the trust bank or company, life insurance company, or federation of agricultural cooperatives starts paying pensions from the plan assets. The scheme of the contract type defined benefit corporate pension trust is as follows. The corporation makes a plan contract with its employees and makes a designated money trust contract with a trust bank or company. Now, the corporation becomes the steward, the trust bank or company, the trustee, and the employees and pensioners, the beneficiaries. And the corporation entrusts pension contributions, and the trust bank or company holds the plan assets as trust property. The trust bank or company invests the plan assets in order to increase the value within the range of the general instructions given by the corporation as to investment products, period, and so on. When the employees reach a certain age, the trust bank or company starts paying pensions from the trust property, that is, the plan assets. The scheme of the fund type defined benefit corporate pension trust is as follows. The corporation makes a plan contract with its employees and establishes a corporate pension fund according to the plan contract. Then, the corporate pension fund makes a designated money trust contract with a trust bank or company. Now, the corporate pension fund becomes the settlor and the beneficiary, and the trust bank or company, the trustee. On the corporate pension fund and trust pension contributions which it received from the corporation, and the trust bank or company holds the plan asset as trust property. The trust bank or company invests the plan assets in order to increase the value within the range of the general instructions given by the corporate pension fund as to investment products, periods, and so on. When the employees reach a certain age, the trust bank or company starts paying pensions from the trust property, that is, the plan assets. Following are the key points of the defined benefit corporate pension trust. The money trust in the designated money trust means that the trust property comes in and goes out in cash. The designated trust in the designated money trust means that the investments by the trustee must be within the parameters set by the settlor. Next, I would like to briefly talk about the defined contribution corporate pension plan. Its basic scheme is as follows. First, the corporation promises its employees to make pension contributions in such amounts calculated by an agreed formula for an agreed period. Then the corporation starts making pension contributions for each of the employees. As shown on the presentation, the plan assets for Ms. A are held separately from the plan assets for Mr. B. There is a pre-arranged investment product menu. Listed on the menu are securities investment trust, insurances, and bank deposits. Each employee instructs how his or her own plan assets will be invested by selecting investment products from the menu and the allocation of the money. And the plan assets are invested according to the instructions by respective employees. As such, if Ms. A and Mr. B make different investment choices, how the plan assets are invested will be different. So will be the investment results. When the employees reach a certain age, they can start receiving pensions based on the investment performance of their respective plan assets. Key points of the defined contribution corporate pension plan are as follows. The corporation contributes money. The plan assets are kept outside of the corporation so as to avoid negative effects if the corporation goes bankrupt, and on an employee by employee basis so as to reflect the result of respective employees' investment choices. The employees respectively manages investments of their own plan assets. Each employee takes investment risk, even though the investment performance is poor. The corporation will not contribute extra money. The scheme of the defined contribution corporate pension plan is as follows. The corporation makes a plan contract with its employees. Then the corporation, according to the plan contract, selects a DC plan operator, which operates the defined contribution corporate pension plan and makes a plan operation management contract with it. Further, the corporation selects an asset management institution which manages the plan assets and makes an asset management contract with it. When the asset management institution is a trust bank or company, the asset management contract is a trust contract, and the corporation is the settlor, the trust bank or company the trustee, and each of the employees the beneficiary. The corporation pays contributions to the asset management institution, which holds and administers the contributions and investments on an employee by employee basis. The employees choose investment products from the menu and give investment instructions to the DC plan operator, respectively. The DC plan operator compiles individual investment instructions and based on them provides investment instructions to the asset management institution. The asset management institution invests the plan assets pursuant to the investment instructions from the DC plan operator. When the employees reach a certain age, they become eligible to request the DC plan operator for pension payments. The DC plan operator compiles pension payment requests and directs the asset management institution to pay pensions. The asset management institution pays pensions to each employee based on the investment performance of their respective plan assets. As you see here, the DC plan operator plays a key role in the defined contribution corporate pension plan. This concludes my presentation about the corporate pension trust. Thank you for watching this presentation.